Welcome to Smart English Stories. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories. Hello, my name is Kelly. I have always loved books. Books have been my friends when I was alone, and they have taught me so much. When I was a little girl, I would sit by the window with a book in my hands, lost in the world of stories. One day, when I was 10, I found a book in my mother's room. It was old and dusty, but when I opened it, the words shined like stars. The story was about a girl who was all alone, just like me. She had to handle everything by herself. But as she read more books, she grew stronger, smarter, and braver. Books can do that, you know. They can make you feel like you are not alone. They give you the words when you don't have any. When I was sad or scared, I would read. The characters in the stories became my friends. They would show me how to handle tough situations. I remember one cold winter night. The power went out and I was all alone in the dark. I was scared. But then I remembered a story I had read. In the story, a girl had faced a storm all by herself. She had lit a candle and sat quietly, waiting for the storm to pass. I did the same. I found a candle, lit it, and waited. The darkness didn't seem so scary anymore. Reading that story helped me stay calm and brave. Reading is important because it teaches us how to handle life. It shows us that we can be strong even when we feel weak. It helps us understand the world and the people around us. When you read, you learn new words and ideas. This makes your English better. You can use the words you learn in your own life, just like I did. One of my favorite quotes is, "A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies." This means that when you read, you experience many lives, many adventures. You learn from the mistakes of others, so you don't have to make them yourself. This is a powerful thing. When I was younger, I didn't have many friends. I felt lonely a lot. But then I found books. They became my friends. They talked to me, told me stories, and kept me company. They never made me feel alone. Reading made me stronger, more confident. It helped me believe in myself. There was a time when I was very sad. I had lost someone I loved very much. I didn't know how to handle the pain. I felt like I was drowning in my tears. But then I picked up a book. It was a story about a girl who had also lost someone. She was sad too, but she found a way to move forward. She showed me that it was okay to cry, but that I also needed to keep going. That story gave me the strength to get through my sadness. Reading also helps us understand other people. When you read, you learn about different lives, different cultures, and different feelings. You start to see the world through the eyes of others. This makes you more kind and understanding. When you read a lot, your brain becomes like a treasure chest, full of words and ideas. You can use these words to talk to others, to write your own stories, or to express your feelings. Reading improves your English because you learn how sentences are formed, how stories are told. You start to see the patterns in the language, and soon you can use them yourself. I remember a time when I had to give a speech in front of my class. I was so scared. My hands were shaking, and I didn't know what to say. But then I remembered a story I had read about a brave girl who spoke up for herself. I thought of her, and I started to speak. The words came easily because I had read so much. Reading had given me the tools I needed to express myself. Books also teach us important lessons. They show us what is right and what is wrong. They help us make good choices in life. When you read, you start to understand the difference between good and bad. This helps you in your own life to make decisions that are right for you. I want to share a small memory with you. When I was 12, I found a book in the library. It was about a girl who wanted to be a writer. She faced many challenges, but she never gave up. I was so inspired by her story that I started writing my own stories. Reading that book changed my life. It gave me the courage to follow my dreams. Reading also helps you when you are alone. Sometimes we don't have anyone to talk to, and that can feel very lonely. But if you have a book, you are never truly alone. The characters in the story keep you company, and they help you forget your loneliness. When you read, you also learn how to solve problems. Stories often show characters facing difficult situations. You can learn from them and use their solutions in your own life. This makes you stronger and more independent. Another important thing about reading is that it helps you escape from reality. Sometimes life can be tough, and you need a break. A good book can take you to another world where your problems don't exist. This gives you the strength to come back and face your challenges with a fresh mind. Reading also helps you connect with others. When you read a book, you can share the story with someone else. You can talk about the characters, the plot, and the lessons you learned. This helps you build stronger relationships with others. When I was in high school, I was very shy. I didn't know how to talk to people. But then I found a book club. We would meet every week to talk about the books we were reading. Slowly, I started to open up. I shared my thoughts and listened to others. Reading helped me make friends and become more confident. One of the most beautiful things about reading is that it never stops giving. Every book you read adds something new to your life. It could be a new word, a new idea, or a new perspective. Reading is like a journey that never ends. There is always something more to learn, something more to discover. I remember a time when I felt lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I was confused and scared. But then I found a book that changed everything. It was a story about a girl who was also lost. She didn't know what she wanted, but she kept searching. She kept trying new things until she found her path. That story inspired me to keep going, to keep searching for my own path. And I did find it, thanks to that book. Reading is not just about learning. It's about feeling, experiencing, and growing. It's about connecting with the world and with yourself. When you read, you open your heart and mind to new possibilities. You start to see the world in a different way. One of the best tips I can give you is to always carry a book with you. You never know when you will have a few minutes to read. It could be while waiting for a bus, during a lunch break, or before bed. Those few minutes add up, and soon you will have read an entire book. Another tip is to read out loud. This helps you improve your pronunciation and fluency in English. It also makes the story more real, more alive. When you hear the words, they stick in your mind better. Reading is a gift you give to yourself. It's a way to grow, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. Every time you read, you become a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser. You start to see the world with new eyes. So, if you ever feel lost, lonely, or scared, pick up a book. Let the words guide you, comfort you, and inspire you. Remember, you are never alone when you have a book by your side. And every book you read makes you a better person.